Welcome to the Cheshire Stadium for the Barnet Sunday Football League Premier Cup final. For a third season in succession, it's Premier Division against Championship in the final. The underdogs, Enfield Club de Futbol, second in the Championship, 12 wins in 14, taking on Olympia, who are high-flying in the Premier Division. It's a BSFL Premier Cup final. It's Enfield Club de Futbol against Olympia. Enfield Club de Futbol in the white shirts and the black shirts. Their manager is George Harris, and they line up with Jake Paris in goal. They have a backline of Joshua Stibbs, Max Harrowell, Charlie Jeffrey, who is also the captain, and Ollie Fernandez. In midfield, Daniel Jones, Matthew Rolls, Ed Connolly, two wingers in Gavin Sudell and Ellis Christodoulou. Leading the line is Michael Mullins. On the subs bench, Thomas DePoy, Casey Jaggers, James Clark, Joseph Clayton, and Jack Christodoulou, as well as Abuka Akaga. Olympia in all green, managed by Steve Sinotti. His assistant manager is Nicky Riffat. They line up with Emmanuel Olajide in goal, back four of Devon Holder, Rami Riffat, Guluano Sinotti and Aaron Scott. In midfield, Yemi Baremo, Larry Asara Bediako and Dimitri Christou. The two wide men, Antonio Michael and Samuel Bader. Up top, it's Tony Leeds. On the bench for Olympia, it's Ryan Caldwell, Freddie Brennan, Dominic Francois, Carlo Lazazara, Adrian Anumba and Gigi Rodriguez. Today's referee is Ronnie McGibbon, assisted by Adal Abdel Rasul and Simon Crawley. Hassan Doldar is the fourth official. It's the green of Olympia, kicking from left to right in the first half. Free kick. Floated into the penalty area by Larry Asara Bediako. It's dealt with well by Enfield Club de Futbol. They've certainly got the winning habit, but they've got to defend stoutly here on the left-hand side. Baremo prevented from getting the cross in.
The next game you're going on that side, yeah?
Why? Whipped in right underneath that crossbar, glance towards goal. It was just wide. Guillermo Sinotti was the player that got the touch. Solid start from the team in green. Matthew Rolls across the back line to Max Harrowell. Joshua Stibbs coming inside. Just got caught from behind. It's going to be a free kick to Club de Futbol. Long high ball in towards the back end of the 6-yard box. Headed back in. Headed away only as far as Ed Connolly. Back out to Ollie Fernandez. Low drive into the box, a chance for Daniel Jones. Diverted it towards goal. In the end, saved by Olajide. Not sure how much the goalkeeper knew about this. Pull back from Ollie Fernandez, getting the better of Holder. Diverted towards goal. Fortunate for the goalkeeper, it was really straight at him. Charlie Jeffrey. Forward by Bediako. Down goes Antonio Michael, and that will be a free kick. The referee would like a word, Ronnie McGibbon. Jeffrey, the captain, receives the first yellow card of the match. Free kick, Asara Bediako will chip it in towards the penalty area. Again, they win the second header, but they don't cause any problems. It's a goal kick. Trying to take control of the game at the moment are Olympia. Devon Holder. One poor touch, almost surrendering possession. Christou has been involved more than anyone in the early stages. Up onto the chest of Samuel Bader. Needs support. Support comes from the edge of the penalty area. It's Antonio Michael with a shot which is over the crossbar, just grazing the top of the crossbar on its way over. Wasn't far away at all. Grazing the frame of the goal, which is the closest we've come to a goal so far. Christo is beaten to it by Oli Fernandez. Clearance is closed down really quickly. And once again, juggling at the edge of the box, Antonio Michael can't get the shot away. Crowded out. Once again, they win it back. Yemi Buremo brought to ground. Free kick, dangerous position. Christo hits it. It's just wide. That was a good hit from Christo. Decided to go for goal. Dimitri Christo, right-footed. Wasn't far away from nestling in the top corner. Throw in for Joshua Stibbs. Down the line it goes. Over there was Tony Leeds, but is easily beaten to it. Turned back up in the air by Samuel Bader. It's the other number 10 that's got the ball at the moment, Ed Connolly. Trying to Jeffrey. Back inside to Matthew Rolls. They've got a chance to get forward now. Club de Futbol, Olympia numbers back. Ed Connolly once more, trying to orchestrate something. Pings it into the penalty area. There was a player coming in, but read well by Olajide. It's a lively game so far. No goals, but plenty of intent from both sides. Settling down for a good spell of their own here, Club de Futbol. Hernandez. Michael Mullins. And carefully watched by Remy Rifat, who takes no chances. This will be a long throw in towards that penalty area. Strong header away, it will drop behind, it will be a corner. Saddle to take the corner. In towards the near post. Just needed a touch, and it didn't need a touch in the end because it fell to Daniel Jones, who crushes it home. An opening goal for Enfield Club de Futbol, and the side from the Championship take the lead against the side from the Premier Division. Gavin Suddle's corner caused all sorts of problems at the near post. They didn't defend it properly, and look how quickly he reacts here. Laces through the ball. Daniel Jones finds the roof of the net with a very good finish. 1-0 to Enfield Club de Futbol. And a blow for Olympia. They are a team that can certainly score goals, and they won't be too disheartened. Yemi Buremo going wide to Aaron Scott. It's blocked out, but it'll fall nicely to Antonio Michael, who weaves his way forward. Good tackle on him by Matthew Rolls. And a good interception by Guillermo Sinotti. Once again, they're causing problems. Coming in, cutting in from the left-hand side and getting the shot away was Larry Asaro Bidiako, but it was high over the crossbar. Line and flicked on by Bader. Kept alive by Fernandez. Fernandez struggling to get the ball clear. He's got some support from his midfield players to do so. Up to the halfway line. Carefully plotted forward by Gavin Suddle. Michael Mullins. He's tripped up from behind, and that will be a free kick indeed to Enfield Club de Futbol, looking to take it quickly. Suddle has a go. It's a good shot as well. It bounced right up in front of the goalkeeper, Emmanuel Olajide, with the save, and it's going to be a corner. This was a good hit from Gavin Suddle. Just as it comes down, hits the ground just in front of the goalkeeper, made it all the more difficult for the Olympian. And goal. Olajide plays it out short from the back. Enfield Club de Futbol still leading by a goal to nil. Long high ball forward, watched carefully and headed away. Bounces kindly into the path of Ellis Christodoulou. Connolly gets the better of Antonio Michael, and he's got the better of more than one Olympian player. It's eventually brought to ground, but no fouls as the referee. It's in very close proximity, Ronnie McGibbon. It's play on. Dimitri Christo. That has to surely be a foul on Antonio Michael, who then retaliates against Gavin Suddle. Referee is the first to call for calm. Free kick given, no further action. Chance to clear their lines now. Pull up the football, up towards the edge of the penalty area. Powerful, strong header away, good defending. And away by Devon Holder. Only as far as Christodoulou. Christodoulou plays it down the line. Ed Connolly trying to take on Devon Holder, trying to get the better of Antonio Michael. And indeed he does get past the both of them. The shot coming in, but it's curling away from goal and ends up going behind for a goal kick.
Eddie's so good, so good.
And it was excellent play from Ed Connolly in through the legs of Holder. Wrestles his way between two defenders, also got the better of Rami Rifat. Just unfortunate in that he had a shot that was curling away from goal rather than at goal. It's going to be a long throw for Olympia, or is it? They're going to play it short in the end. Antonio Michael. Two players went to ground, referee plays on. Good advantage played. Out wide from Ed Connolly, working their way down the line. Enfield Club de Futbol. They've shown already in this game that they are perfectly capable of mixing it with the very best in the top division in the BSFL. Got some defending to do now though. Towards the far side was Tony Leeds. The play has in fact been called back. Olympia clearing their lines. To be outdone. They've also cleared the lines of Enfield Club de Futbol. A game of tennis out there at the moment. Returning serve forward was Matthew Rolls as the half-time whistle goes, and it's the team from the Championship that lead, courtesy of a fine strike from Daniel Jones. 1-0 they lead here at the Cheshire Stadium at half-time. All ready to get underway in the sunshine. It's going to be Enfield Club de Futbol in the white shirts to get the second half underway, kicking from left to right. Towards this near side, the right-hand side. It was cleared away by Glumari Sinotti, but he didn't do a proper job, and the shot coming in across the face of goal from Ed Connolly. And they were a little sloppy there, Olympia, right at the start of the half. They had more than one opportunity to clear their lines, and look how Connolly comes in and nicks it away from Glumari Sinotti. He's got a clean strike on goal here. Perhaps he should have taken another touch, and that could have been very damaging for Olympia had he had done so. It's going to be a long throw into that penalty area once again. Firm defending. Olympia keeping it alive just about. Yemi Baremo kept it in and clears right-footed up towards the halfway line. It's chested back down again by Charlie Jeffrey, but this might be a real opportunity for Olympia to get forward. Straight down the middle, trying to release Tony Leeds. Leeds with 15 goals in 10 appearances this season in all competitions. At the moment, defences are pretty much on top. Ball coming over towards Joshua Stibbs. Managed to get the ball forward, and that's a good ball as well. Something to chase for Michael Mullings. Good defending, however, from Glumari Sinotti. Long throw back into that penalty area. Once again, it's a firm header away. They get the head to it first to Olympia, but it is a corner. Delivered in towards the back post, headed towards goal. Comfortably gathered by Olajide. Jake Paris has been the quieter of the two goalkeepers, and it is his side, Enfield Club de Futbol, that lead by a goal to nil. And they're on the attack at the moment. Christodoulou, nice touch. Up towards the right side, getting forward is Joshua Stibbs. Coming inside, Joshua Stibbs gets the shot in. No real power though. No real problems for Emmanuel Olajide. Olajide will kick long downfield in the sunshine. Number one comes back out again to Yemi Baremo. Sidesteps the challenge. Antonio Michael trying to link up with Bada. This is Leeds, drills one in under the goalkeeper and across the face of goal. And that's as close as Olympia have come to the equaliser. Won really well here by Tony Leeds. Gets away from Charlie Jeffrey into the box. Low drive, may have taken a slight knock. Not sure the goalkeeper got a touch or not, but it did get a touch somewhere because it's a corner. Thrown out by Jake Paris to the left-hand side. Ollie Fernandez, long ball forward. Ed Connolly trying to get the better of Devon Holder. Cuts inside. Cross attempted by Chris Dudulu. He wins his side a corner. Long throw from Fernandez. And it's headed away. Once more. Got the football, determined to win it back in the midfield. Gavin Suddle felt he was fouled, but he wasn't. And it's play on. Tony Leeds. Excellent defending from Charlie Jeffrey. Wasn't letting anything past him there, Jeffrey, the captain. Free kick pumped up in towards the penalty area. Swiped at it there, did Suddle, but luckily he had back up behind him. Suddle just reverses it back inside. Excellent close control. And then forward by Daniel Jones. His goal separating the two sides. Out wide, Michael Mullins comes inside and then bulldozes his way into Emmanuel Olajide, who already had possession of the ball. Touched back inside by Christou. Now they can come up towards the halfway line. Fed out to Christou again on the left-hand side. It's being chased by Stibbs, but he's bounced off of the challenge, and that's going to be a free kick. Referee spotted that one, and it was the right call as well. Dmitry Christou in towards the far post. It would have been a good delivery had someone been coming in on it. Straight through everyone for a goal kick. Olajide, nice big long kick forward. Again, Fernandez gets the first header, bounces over Siddle. This is Christou. Once again, Club de Football doing their due diligence in that midfield and winning lots of second balls to make it so difficult for Olympia. Again, look at that, a challenge from Stibbs down the line. Hard work again from Michael Mullins, and he's putting pressure on the defender, Dominic Francois. Francois does well. Gets it back to his goalkeeper, and then out to Sinotti. Sinotti's clearance, only as far as Gavin Suddle. Once again, it's a case of picking up that loose ball. Chris Dudulu goes wide. Connolly up against Holder. Again, it needs two to double up on him, Antonio Michael, and between the two of them, they've not managed to stop him. Step over too many, and eventually it's cleared away. They've not been overpowered by any means, the Championship side, by the team that have been in the hunt for the Premier Division title all season with Highgate Albion. They do have it back, but again it's been given away. Good, firm, strong defending from Charlie Jeffrey. Chipped forward by Fernandez. Chasing after it's Chris Dudulu. Chris Dudulu just late on the challenge on Remy Riffat. Cleared away by Jake Paris. Up over the halfway line, headed back. All over the top will be headed away by Max Harrowell. Just not letting anything through at the moment. Might change now. Gigi Rodriguez on the left-hand side, the substitute. The referee's whistle is gone. Free kick has been given when certainly Olympia felt an advantage would have been better suited for them. It's whipped in, and the goalkeeper got fingers to it, misjudged it, and he's ended up having the last touch. It's gone wide for a corner. Corner comes in. It's a good delivery. Excellent header from underneath the crossbar, and then headed away by Ed Connolly. Still piling on the pressure. Gigi Rodriguez, he's got four around him. Tries to somehow sneak away through. Rodriguez again, cleared away. Good defending once more. Everything that Charlie Jeffrey has got near, he's won. Long throw down the line. Rodriguez hoists it forward. Wrestling to get Brennan, wrestles with Jeffrey. Out comes Paris, and he collides with Leeds. And the referee's given a free kick in the favour of the defending side. Foul on the goalkeeper. And the referee had to decide, was it backing in from Leeds on Paris, or was it Paris pulling down Leeds? Plenty of Olympia players felt there was a penalty there. Throw in launched down the line by Aaron Scott. Promptly headed back by Suddle. Another aerial duel which ends up being cleared by Gulani Sinotti. Turned back in by Matthew Rolls out to the right hand side. Christodoulou. Corner given. Delivery in underneath the crossbar. It was dangerous. Managed to get away with it, and they've got away with maybe a breakaway here as well, Olympia. It's a good overload down the right-hand side. Is there a target in the box that could cause destruction? Bobbling its way away from Adrian Numba and into the arms of the goalkeeper, Jake Paris, and the opportunity for Olympia passes them by. Taken here by Adrian Numba. It was actually a really good challenge to deny him. Max Harrowell was the defender who made that really good challenge. Waiting in space was Tony Leeds. The ball just did not come to him. Stibbs. Good roll forward, and that's excellent by Christodoulou. Happy to take the ball down the line. Rolled back to Sudal. They need the ball back, trying to win the ball back with Sinotti, and he successfully did so. Cleared up towards the halfway line. Once again, they're quick to win the ball back, and they've been like that all afternoon of Enfield Club de Football. Winning the ball again, second headers as well from Charlie Jeffrey. Played out wide by Rami Rifat. Numba taking on the defender. Another great challenge from Matthew Rolls. The number does get it forward. This time a foot in by Charlie Jeffrey. Throw in. Needing the ball in the box. Or Olympia. Slung over to the left-hand side. JJ Rodriguez. Again the challenge coming in from Stibbs. Free kick given. Very dangerous position. Ryan Caldwell. Looks like he's got eyes for goal. It's Caldwell, it's round the wall, it's off the post. So unlucky for Olympia. Well, the goalkeeper Jake Paris beaten for the first time this afternoon. And it's the second time that Olympia have struck the frame of the goal. This was an excellent free kick from Ryan Caldwell. Wall did all it could to keep it out. Not sure if the goalkeeper got a touch or not, but he was still indebted to the frame of the goal. And then the follow-up, was there a handball from the shot that came in from Antonio Michael? Big appeals, nothing given by the referee or his assistant. Long throw into the penalty area. Great header away by the substitute, Joseph Clayton. It'll come back in again. Another chance to deliver. Underneath that crossbar, trying to get the head away with Stibbs. It hasn't been cleared to the edge of the box. And now they've got the chance to clear. And anywhere will do for Enfield Club de Football, who have won the BSFL Premier Cup final. Championship beats Premier Division and thoroughly deserve to do so as well. Their defensive backline has worked wonders this afternoon to keep Olympia at bay. The only goal of the game coming in the first half from Daniel Jones. It's finished. Enfield Club de Football 1, Olympia 0.
Player of the match goes to Oli Fernandez.
George, what a game, big win. Tell me, how's it feel?
On top of the world at the moment, on top of the world. Our first cup final as a team. I asked a lot from the boys, as I do every single week, but probably more so today than ever, against a very, very experienced Olympia team that have been in it, I think, 3 years in a row into the final. We knew we was up against it, but we're a new team at the end of the day, and I don't think we quite know how good we are. And it showed it today. It was the first real test that we've had in a big cup final, in a big moment, to think how good can we be. And 1-0 there, and I felt we played that game perfectly. We had a bit of a team, we had a bit of an idea, we knew what we kind of wanted to do against a team like this. I think we hit every single nail right on its head. I honestly couldn't be prouder. It's an absolute pleasure being a part of something like this, and yeah, no, very, very happy day indeed.
It wasn't a game of there weren't that many clear-cut chances. Did the game play out how you had kind of thought it might before?
Yeah, no, we expected to be a bit of a scrappy in the air battle. We know that footballer-wise, I back my team to have the best individual footballers across the entire league. Across the entire league, ball on the floor, football, I back us every single time. When the ball's in the air and it's a bit more of a physical fight, that's where you need to demand more mentally. You need to ask your boys to find the extra 5-10%. Game a few chances, I expected it. Olympia, a very rigid, strong team, but so are we. You know, so are we. We matched them up for the battle, matched them up for the energy, and obviously once we got our goal, we realised we're in control of this game now, and we can play at our own pace. And I think we've done that for 90 minutes really. Maybe the last couple of stoppages got a little bit shaky, but naturally Olympia are a great side, and they have to come out and push eventually.
What a journey it's been to the final. You've beaten 2 of the best Sunday League clubs in the country and 3 Prem Division sides. Yep. I mean, you must be over the moon.
Over the moon, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's a test every time. These guys, yeah, you mentioned the Highgates and the Olympias, and even the Zazas are some of the best teams on a Sunday in the country, like you say. But I put us in that bracket. I know it's hard to make those judgments. We haven't been around long enough and proven it. But on a game-to-game basis, I don't see why not. Player for player, I don't see why not. So, like I said, I don't think people are quite aware how good we are. I don't think we're quite aware how good we can be either. We've got more to give, and it's only the beginning.
Well, you definitely think very highly of your team. It's your first season in charge.
Yep.
What can we expect from you next season?
More the same. Promotion with any luck, I think that's what it should be. So we should be playing in the divisions that we should be playing in. Granted, we didn't win the league, the championship this season, but obviously a few teams, few brand new squad. Our first few games we're like kind of learning the ropes a little bit, and there's plenty of room for growth. We need a bit more of a stable squad, but no, I think we'll be knocking right on that door. And I think we'll be the team that people are going to want to beat. Next time we play Olympia, I think they're going to want it back in blood. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, it was a fantastic performance. Any message for all the Enfield Club, the football fans out there?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's just a massive thank you, obviously. Sponsors included GBS have got us off the ground. I mentioned in the programme, but we wouldn't be doing this without those kind of sponsorships. Fan-wise, player-wise, even the players that aren't quite in the squad. Olympia made 8, 9, 10 changes today. I made 2 or 3. There was players that have turned up on time, gave everything, supported the boys without seeing the pitch for a minute. And I was a player like that. You know, that was me, and I know how much that means. You know, you've got to give a lot to be able to sit on the side and watch your team win, and still have the brave face to go and say, well done boys, you deserved it, you know. And those are the kind of people that I want to thank the most, because like I said, I've been there and they're here every single week on time doing their best, and that's what this team's made from, you know, quality and commitment and loyalty, and that's what we've got in abundance. So couldn't be happier, honestly couldn't be happier.